In today's video, I am rebuilding the Washington Capitals because they have not lost a game in 10 straight games. I only deleted the Vancouver Canucks one, and I think this is the perfect team to start. We're going to try and make this not go dead like the Canucks series, and we're going to try and make the Washington Capitals into a dynasty. Now, this first episode might only be one season. It might only be it might not even be a full season. You guys want to know why? It is because we have one goal and one goal only. Break this guy's record right here. In real life, Ovi started, 41 behind? So we are going to do everything to get Ovechkin that 41 goals, and the Capitals are doing exactly that in real life. Between the pipes, no real good prospects in the system, but they did just sign Logan Thompson, or traded for him, I forget. But, he's up for an extension, a great goalie, 6'4", catches right. We have two right-handed goalies here. Maybe it's a challenge, just keep only right-handed goalies on the team. On defense, this guy's a Stanley Cup champion, an absolute horse, John Carlson. 1,000 games, 700 points almost. Like I said, Stanley Cup champion. And he has only 2 years left at 34 years old. And Jacob Chikrin. In the summer, he only has 1 year left, so we'll see how much of a future he has on this team. We have Michael Favorharry here, who they drafted, Favorvari, who they drafted in the second round. He's become a stud. Rasmus Sandin, they traded for from the Leafs. Matt Roy, they just signed in free agency to a massive contract, which is kind of crazy. Gotta change this. Leon Muggley should probably be top 4. Medium, top 4 low works for end of the second round, but he was a pretty good player. But this guy right here is the future John Carlson of this team. Cole Hudson, an absolute stud, led the World Juniors in scoring, tied with another player we have on this team. He's going to be a beast. Wilson is a key part of this team. He signed 7 more years. Oh man, these contracts are going to be kind of crazy. How is my voice still gone? They have this guy, Parasak. They drafted him in the first round of this last draft, along with Cole Hudson. Or maybe Cole Hudson was the second pick. And then they have TJ Oshie here. Absolute stud, long-time Capital. This team's in a really, really weird spot because they have so many players, like all these young. Look at all this potential here. Andrew Crystal should have got picked to Team Canada. Absolute stud, ripping up the WHL. I have no clue who this guy is, but he seems pretty good. Top 6 medium. Mirshenenko could have, he was the projected number 2 pick in that draft behind Shane Wright. He fell all the way to 20. And then Eric Smateko, the man who sent Canada home. Look at the cohesion this team is. We have a Protas right there. And then we also have a Matthew Strome all the way down here. So we have some synergy between this team. Alex Ovechkin, the main guy here, best player in franchise history, is not even close. And that is our goal today, to make Ovi the greatest goal scorer of all time. So we need 42 goals by the end of this video. But look at this resume, one of the best resumes in NHL history. Have Ovechkin in your all-time rankings. And by the way, while you're down there, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get to 200 subs, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, here, Dylan Strome has turned into an elite first-line centerman since coming to Washington. The former 3rd overall pick has revitalized his career at 27. And right behind him, we have Ryan Leonard. This is the perfect 1-2 punch down the middle. We have Nick Backstrom. I have no clue. This is not Kuznetsov, like a TJ Oshie, like a Tom Wilson, I don't know. Ryan Leonard, Cole Hudson, the 2 best players at the World Juniors this year. Along with Sandy and Palika, right? So, we have 2 studs. We also have 2 studs, speaking of. Alexei Protas has turned into an absolute beauty. And then Connor McMichael from your Winnipeg Ice. We also have Lapierre down here. The last big piece to this puzzle, Spencer Carberry, absolute stud. He has A+ teaching, so that's perfect. He has A in every other attribute. He has a physical scheme. He is a teacher. So I don't really know why they hired him. I guess they thought they were going to be rebuilding, but he has turned this team into a god squad. So let's check out the lines, shall we? Alexander Ovechkin, Dylan Strome, Tom Wilson. I know They sometimes don't run this in real life, but it's NHL. You know, you got to get that +3. McMichael, Dubois, and Protoss. Lars Eller would get us +1, but come on, we paid Pierre-Luc Dubois. I didn't even talk about him in the intro. He has this massive contract. He has to play. There's no ifs and or buts about it. Mangiapane, Eller, Milano, Radish, Dowd, and Oshie. On defense, Favorite Harry and Carlson. Favorite Barry and Carlson, my bad. Sandy, Matt Roy, Bear, and Jacob Chikrin all the way on the bottom pair. We don't really need him. So he could be a great trade asset if we want to do that. You know, if Ovi's already got the record. This power play is so nasty, by the way. We'd like play these first games, you know, get a feel of the team. Especially if we're taking things slow. But you know what? We're just trying to get to Ovi's record. So we're going to see what Ovechkin can do. And he's already got 1. Only 40 to go, baby. That's what we like to see. Only 39 to go. But yeah, this Capitals team is so interesting because, I mean, you have the Ovechkin era. You're trying to get the goal record. Then you have the fact that you're a good team. Do you want to go for the playoffs? Do you want to, you know, sell your pieces like Chikrin who are on 1-year deals? You can get so much value for these guys. And then also like the next era after Ovechkin, the Dylan Strome era. And then you call up these young guys like Leonard, like Cole Hudson, right? You get a couple good draft picks. I mean, I don't know what to do with this team. It's cooking, but they turned from one of the best teams or one of the most boring mid teams to one of the most fun teams to watch. One of the most exciting futures with a couple good draft picks. And Alexander Ovechkin already has 8 goals, 9 games into the year. We are at 861. So what is that? 33 to tie, 34 to break. And one thing we could try and do to, you know, help the fellas out is try and get a couple scheme fits going. Now, I don't really want to do scheme fits on most players because I don't know where most players are going to play. But I mean, people like Ovechkin, right? People like Carlson, people like Strome, we can try stuff. And Carlson, going to be a first-line defenseman. I mean, obviously, who else is he going to get replaced by? But this is perfect. You know why? Because it helps out the power play. We're going to see if Dylan Strome will do it as well. I highly doubt anyone's going to take Dylan Strome's spot. And Dylan Strome is going to be a first liner as well. And Alex Ovechkin has 34 points and 16 goals, baby. So I don't know what that is. 869, nice. So he's got 25 to tie, 26 to break. This is sick, Ovi. Let's go. He has 0 power play goals though, which is very interesting. I have a feeling our power play is not doing too well. Our play is, you know, not great. It's not awful, but it's not great. And I think, I mean, the jump in overall could be kind of crazy. So I'm going to move Protas up. I know Dubois is making 8 million. You know, you want to play a guy like that. But for right now, I think we got to do what's best for Ovi. You know, this season's all about Ovi. Next year, we can think about playing other guys. Didn't break it. That would suck if he did. Because I just missed it, but I don't think he did. He has only 1 power play goal. Is he the playmaker on the power play? Is that what's going on? But I mean, he's like really close. 19 goals away. Check. I don't think. I don't know. I don't think he's the playmaker. I don't think I'd be that dumb. He is the finisher. I don't really know what's going on there. You know, maybe if we put him as the carrier on the power play, that might actually help. It might be that EA Sports is kind of dumb. And the fact that the lefty is not getting that, like the left winger is the player who's going to get all the points. You know what? That might be true. That would be really stupid. Like if we play with him, we're going to change that. But for right now, we're going to see if this one works. 18 goals away. 69 points for Ovi, because of course he does. I haven't even been paying attention. The other lines can be doing trash. I don't really care, to be honest. Ovi still not putting up power play goals. I swear, if we get screwed over this year by the fact that Ovechkin somehow can't shoot a puck, yeah, we need to change up that second line as well. What is going on? This putting a bunch of passers. Ovi's in the slot. And I mean, he's just gonna pass it. John Carlson can rip bombs from over there as well. So we got Sandy and we got Strome, we got McMichael. I think that might work on the power play to fix that issue. I mean, the second power play is gonna be a bit of an issue, but you know what? It's all good. The first power play is the only one that really matters. And then as for the second line, I mean, I don't really know what to change. I don't really want to change any of these guys because I need them to grow. But we're going to get a +1 on the second line and see what happens. 7 goals away from breaking that Gretzky record. Now we need to jump into every single game and see what happens. I don't think it matters how early he breaks it. It matters that he does break it. And I mean, Ovechkin scored there. Ovechkin scored a goal. He's at 6 away. We're probably playing every game, right? Unless he scores 5 in one game here. I don't think I can sim the full game. I wouldn't put it past the greatest goal scorer of all time to score 5 goals in one game. I mean, he didn't score there. Not the greatest goal scorer yet. He has to break that record for him to be honored. I mean, imagine he scores 5 goals in a period and I don't get to play. Actually, he needs 6 to break it. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I feel like Ovechkin might be jinxed, so that's not good. 88 goals for the grade 8. Let's see what happens here against the St. Louis Blues. We are down 2-1. John Carlson. Oh my god, is Ovechkin actually gonna just be snake bitten from here out? Think it's ever gonna happen, honestly. Like, I don't think it's gonna happen before the trade deadline in real life or this. Alex Ovechkin has 889, okay, he got a goal in that Tampa game, which is nice. So what, we're 4 away now? Or 5 away from tying, 6 away from breaking. He has to do it this year, right? There's no way he doesn't. We scored 3, Alex Ovechkin didn't score any. Is he actually just gonna, like, tickle my pickle? A Jacob Chikrin hat trick? What? And second thing, we have to jump into overtime here. Get Ovechkin this overtime goal no matter what. Oh my god, Dylan Strome almost just stole that from Ovi. That would have been crazy. Strome, Ovechkin shooting. There we go, baby. There we go. Alex Ovechkin, 990. Let's go. 890, I mean. Deadline, he has to score. I don't even know. What is it? 4 goals? But, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But, you know what? If he can get 1, that would be nice. But he does not get 1, and he finishes before the trade deadline. 5 goals away from breaking Gretzky's record. Like a stupid trade. Oh my god, this is actually so stupid. I don't know why I'm going for Cole Eiserman. Like, that would be, oh my god, like the next Ovechkin. Yeah, I have no clue why I'm going for Cole Eiserman. I'm gonna just stop right here. Realism, and then there's that. So, like, I mean, like, I would love to trade for Cole Eiserman next year if he's available. But in this situation, it doesn't make sense. But a guy like Jason Zucker makes perfect sense. We're gonna try and get him. Jason Zucker here. Hopefully this works. They have a Minnesota Wild 4th here. We'll also take that Nashville Predators 7th. You know, just a couple draft picks that you guys don't own. And we'll do something like that. Jason Zucker would be a big help to our team. We don't even need the 7th, to be honest. I mean, I'll take the 7th, you know what I'm saying? But Jason Zucker's an 85 overall. He's a 2-way forward. We'll actually just take our pick back. Damn, they are not accepting this whatsoever. Oh, they did. I said we were going to make this team better for Ovi, and trading Jacob Chikrin does not do that. But Jacob Chikrin has 5 assists on the year. He's going to be a free agent. We're also building a team, right? So we want to get a good team. The Maple Leafs are offering up their 1st round pick to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a freebie. They offered a 1st and a 2nd in the trade finder. I mean, if they're going to do that, they're actually not going to do that. Which is crazy because they offered it up on the trade finder. But a 1st and a 3rd, and Jacob Chikrin is not on our team anymore. Defenseman, yeah, I mean, he's basically going to be, you know, our 3rd pair or our, you know, depth defenseman. He blocks shots well. I mean, he has the same amount of assists as Chikrin, basically, you know what I mean? So, you know what, we're willing to offer up a 3rd and whatever picks we have, like a 5th round pick. And David Savard, welcome to the team. Get the 1st line as a +5 somehow. The 2nd line is a +2. Look at that. Ryan Leonard is an 84 overall. Look at his stats in the AHL. It's time for him to come up. Third line, we have an 85 overall. We don't have a superstar. We don't have a 90 overall player. But this team is so nasty. We have 2 really good goalies. I mean, I don't know if that's going to help us, but this team is primed to help Ovi break the record. Alright, first game with Jason Zucker. I don't think Ovechkin's going to score 4 goals in 1 period. I highly doubt it. We're going to see how long it takes him to even come close to this record. And Ovi is at 891 now, boys. 3 goals away. Oh my god, Alex Ovechkin has hit 892, fellas. Oh my god, we are 2 goals away from tying, 3 goals away from breaking. We are buzzing right here. Trevor Van Riemsdyk, TVR, scores out of all people. And are we gonna have a chance to get 893 here in Anaheim? Yes, we are. Oh my god. Wait, what a pass. No! Jacob Trouba intercepts it. Well, how is Jacob Trouba faster than John Carlson? How the fuck does that even happen? How the fuck is Jacob Trouba the slowest fucking Winnipeg fucking jet? Fuck. Oh my. Alex Ovechkin did it. He's at 893. We have to jump in and get Ovi 894 and 895. No way we're sponsored by TikTok. Here's Strome. Dylan Strome across it. Ryan Leonard. I thought that was Ovi. Are you? Okay, well, we got Ryan Leonard's first career goal, so that's pretty sick, but that's not what we were hoping for. Alright, we have a power play here. A minute's gone, but we are calling a timeout and putting the first unit back out there. We want Ovechkin to score this next goal. Come on, our boy. I forget our coach's name. I know his name, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Spencer something. Let's get this going. Come on, man. Third period's a charm. We've gotten so close so far. We haven't had a dice yet, but we're gonna try our best here. Up for Wilson. Tom Wilson gonna skate in the zone. Wilson across, trying to find Ovechkin, and he can't do that. Strome across. Ovechkin. There we go. There we go, baby. Alexander Ovechkin. Oh my god. He's done it. And they're celebrating. The boys are celebrating at San Jose. What is this camera angle? EA. There's no way you're doing this, bro. This is the 800. There's no way EA Sports is doing this. Oh my god, are you joking? Okay, so our goal here is to try and get 895. And see if EA Sports will give us the full celebration. The watch to 895 is on. Tom Wilson in across the zone. Ovechkin one-timer. Oh my god. I know that's probably not the most efficient way to score, but Ovechkin, there we go, baby, a hat trick. Of course he does it with a hattie. I just slapped my mic. Oh my god, Alexander Ovechkin, fuck you, EA Sports. Oh my god, are you fucking joking me? There's nothing here. Are you tickling my balls, EA Sports? What is going on right now? He just broke Gretzky's record, and you guys are showing me like the ice. You guys are showing me where Logan Stanley, like what he does. Like, what are you? You're showing me the bench. Like, why? Oh boy, does that feel good. Let us check the record book here real quick. And Alex Ovechkin, 895 career goals. And if you look at that, most goals in NHL history, Alexander Ovechkin, baby. I mean, let's be real, all we have to do is sim the year. But the Washington Capitals are a top 10 team in the league, just like in real life. Second in our division behind Pittsburgh, which is absolutely cooked. But let's see here some of the stats that Spencer Carberry, I forget his name. But this guy, I mean, we weren't actually even that good. Our power play was disgusting, 23%. Our PK definitely needs some work though. Alright, Logan Thompson here had a great year. Charlie Lindgren as well. At least they both had a 900 save percentage. John Carlson, 66 points. I don't know what his career high is. He has like 75. That's pretty sick. But I mean, John Carlson's still a beast. Rasmus Sandin there, 30 points. He could be the future number one. Favor Harry and Carlson play really well together. And David Savard, here's a couple of the stats. Sonny Milano nicked out. Ryan Leonard is going to be an absolute stud. 16 points in 19 games. Next year, he's probably going to be on the top line. He is nasty. This is about to be insane right here. I mean, Protas only had 27 points, which is completely fine, you know what I'm saying? Dubois had 39, McMichael had 48. Jason Zucker, how did he do with us? 12 points in 19 games. Tom Wilson had 64 points. Dylan Strome had 85. Is that a career high? Yes, it is. He's going to surpass that this year. But Alex Ovechkin with the carry job of the century. 65 goals, 59 assists, 124 points. And that is a career high for the Great Eight. A couple of stats here. Vasi led in wins. He's probably going to win the Vezina. For rookies, Macklin Celebrini probably going to win the Calder. There's 66 points. That is nasty. Defenseman Cale Makar had 104 points. I mean, this dude is just on crack. I don't know what he's on. But, I mean, it makes sense. Nathan McKinnon, 140 points. Plus, 74 goals. The assist leader was Cale Makar at 90. That makes sense. And Casey Middlestad was a plus 57. Just did it. Alexander Ovechkin is now on top of putting up 124 points. Going to be a perfect line fit on the power play, on the PK, on line 1. So this is absolutely perfect. I mean, it was already +5, but now you have Ovechkin and Strome. You know, you don't want to spam that thing, but, you know, once every year. But for Ovechkin, we had to do it twice, you know. Probably saw we are playing the New York Rangers here in round number 1. I mean, this episode is only going to be the first season anyways. We broke Gretzky's goal record, and they have traded for Pavel Buchnevich. Lafreniere is up to a 90 overall low franchise. That is outrageous for Alexis Lafreniere. Honestly, I think he could reach it if he went to a different team, or they played him more. Chris Kreider's on the third line. I mean, they still got a stacked team. Did lose 9-2, which is unfortunate, but it is a 2-2 series tie here. Heading back to the nation's capital, Trump just got elected, or he just got put in the White House. I don't really know how it works, but Ovechkin, Rasmus Sandin, and Protas there. We get 3 more, Connor McMichael, John Carlson, and Tom Wilson, and we put up 8 on Igor Shesterkin. We can advance to round number 2 here in Madison Square Garden. Let's see what happens here. Ryan Leonard, the rookie, scores. Ethan Bear shorthanded, the most random goal in NHL history. But Riley Smith makes it 2-1, and we close it out. TJ Oshie, that is that veteran presence, and we are off to round 2, baby. So guess who we have in round number 2? It is the New York Rangers' rival, the New Jersey Devils. They took down the division champ Penguins, and for good reason. I mean, this team is absolutely stacked in real life. Absolutely stacked here. They picked up Ryan Donato, I guess, at the trade deadline. Siegenthaler is an 87. What? Their defense, this is the nastiest blue line I've ever seen. Yo, they did something to the growth sliders in the last update, because these players are growing like crazy. And also, I mean, for those of you who actually care, I mean, here's the stats. Alex Ovechkin, 5 goals in 6 games. Ryan Leonard was over a point per game. Carlson, Zucker, Strome, all a point per game. And Logan Thompson, I mean, he did his job, I guess. Alright, this is a crazy series. 2-2. These teams are so even. Only one game has not ended in overtime. Let's see what happens in Game 5. We do have the home ice advantage here. We could go to the conference finals, man. This is insane. Let's see what happens, but the New Jersey Devils are going to start off hot. Dougie Hamilton, Timo Meier. On paper, they might be the more stacked team, but, I mean, this team was so nasty in the regular season, but it's going to have to happen in Game 6. Making no line changes cost me in the Canucks rebuild, so we're going to check. Oh my god, I'm coughing like crazy. We're going to check. There's no point in putting Lindgren in. The defense, a couple of that, Sandy, and we need to split up that second pair. And then for offense, I mean, Jesus. Alright, so a couple of changes. Ryan Leonard's going to move up to the first line at 20 years old, that we're doing it. Tom Wilson's going to go down to the second line. And then Lars Eller is going to move up to the third line, and we're going to bring in Nick Dowd instead of Sonny Milano. On defense, I think we're going to leave our defense the same. I don't think there's any point of switching Ethan Bear for David Savard. I mean, David Savard is probably the better physical player. I mean, it's not that far. Ethan Bear's the better puck mover and skater and everything. But you know what? We'll give David Savard a chance here, I guess. Alright, backs against the wall. All we have to do is win 2 in a row. We've done it before. Let's do it again. Tom Wilson starts off our scoring, but Jesper Bratt starts off their scoring. It is 2-1. Eric Haula scores for the New Jersey Devils. Power play for the Devils here, entering the third. Do we have one late goal in us, or is this video just going to end with us losing in the second round, which would suck? But I mean, it's not the first time the Capitals have lost in the second round. But I think Donald and his Washington Capitals are going to be out, and I'll see you guys in the next video for when we actually start this rebuild.